matches are going to be pretty hard, but he said he felt they were pretty good, so I guess we'll find out. I'm just like super terrified of Glory Bringers and Rekindling Phoenixes, like just super terrified of them. But other than that, I like what the deck's doing. When I played this deck, I always felt like Liliana's Mastery was the most powerful card in the deck, but he was not just. He was having the same problems we were, just not getting a lot of 5 mana. Or not getting 5 mana a lot, which is why he shaved on them. So. That's why there's not more of these, but I'm not sure that's. I mean, the card is obviously good. We already lost to Dastro. The hand seems fun. We'll keeps. Guess we'll start with this one. Probably jam this one next. And maybe we just play the Marshall. The Marshall seems like it's a good follow-up for later, though. Efferhub. What are they playing? Hopefully we get a 3rd land. And a 4th land. And put this in our graveyard. They've tapped mana. Sure. Hey, look at it. Yep, 4 of in this build. And we missed our 3rd land drop. So 24 land deck. We had 2 in our opening draw and 3 draw steps. So like, I feel like we were a pretty big favorite to get our land, and getting our land was extremely important. But it is what it is. If only this was Cavern of Souls. Don't know why they're playing Efferhub. I refuse to think Efferhub should be in their deck at any time for any reason. But, I mean, like, it makes more sense now that we see that there's red in their deck, but, like, I think red's that bad that I stand by my statement. Well, we're not going to get anywhere playing 1 spell a turn and letting them answer it 1 for 1. Like, this is exactly what their type of deck wants to do. So we needed a turn, or like last turn we could have played 2 spells, and then getting a land this turn, play 2 spells. Like, that's how you beat these decks. You do not beat these decks playing 1 spell a turn. We land, so we can play 2 spells. That would be swell. Let me play these 2. Yes, I could have done that in a different order, but have my dude untapped, but I don't think that matters. I think it's more than doesn't matter. Like, I think it's absolutely irrelevant. Let's save our powerful spells for last. What are you into today, Loco? I assume nothing we play here will resolve. I'll go ahead and attack first. See if it's a Gear Hulk or whatever. And hopefully resolve this. Yeah, that's college for you. Will it be better or will it be the same? I just want them to have a land every turn. I don't want them to have spells. This looks like a spell. And by spell, I mean this looks like... Okay, not Teferi. Not Teferi's good. That amuses me. I don't think I care if I get settled. If they settle, I'm going to be able to resolve to Liliana anyway. Hopefully this resolves. Just going to buy back to Graveyard Marshal. They're going to have some kind of other Wrath. If they do, we can at least buy back the Dread Wanderer. So, if they can't kill the Marshal, like, we get to kind of go nuts. There's a good chance that we end next turn with either the Marshal or the Liliana in play. Might have been better just to get a Wayward Servant there. Tap 6 mana for a Gear Hulk. So I guess we're going to Gear Hulk kill Marshal? Marshal's a nice card, that's for sure. I don't really have any answer for this, so I don't know where we go from here. Like, there's no Contempt or anything in our deck to draw to. I guess I'm supposed to keep attacking. I don't think blocking does much. Feel like it's just too easy for them to have a removal spell. And like turn my block off completely. Well, if their hand is bad cards, they can't attack Liliana, so I guess that's something. Spoiler, the hand's not bad cards. I think I'm just going to attack again. So that kind of forced them to have a Settle or a Gearhulk here. And if they do, hopefully resolve the Liliana into a Marshall. Oh wow, they had nothing. they were just stone bluffing. They were like, I'm going to attack you and see what you're going to do. Wow. Wow. So we definitely want those out of the deck. We probably want these. We probably want these. And I forget why he said there's Dispossesses in his sideboard. Let's see if I can go to the Facebook messages real quick and see if we can figure out if he plays Dispossessed for this match or for some other match. I feel like he told me why, but I don't remember what he said. Oh, for Storm. He's got him in for the Storm match, apparently. Wait, what do you mean Lily Shocks? Lily doesn't deal damage to anything. Oh, wow, Lily does shock. I had no idea that Lily shocked. Alright, fair enough, Murph. Read the effing card. I thought you just gained 2 life. I had no idea you dealt 2 damage. Alright. Well, we have learned. This seems about right. Is it wrong that I really want to just bring Dispossesses in here if they're in our sideboard? I kind of want to bring them in versus the Gearhulk decks. Or maybe that just means they shouldn't be in the sideboard. I don't know. But I'm not bringing them in here, though. I even want the card. Hey, Juka, what's up? Yeah, it seems like they were dead either way, Murph. You're right. I just did not read the card. Trying another 1-drop friend would be nice. Well. Guess let's attack first. Why don't you, like, go to the party with him and be a teenager? A player land. Duress first in case he has Syncopate. They sideboarded in Negate. Yeah, it could be reasonable. Sunscourge Champion. That's a sideboard card. Does not feel like a good card to me. But that's probably going to do what he wants this game. It gained him 3 life. It's going to gain him some more life. Nice! Wizard Red's pretty sweet, that's for sure. He's got to discard a card to it here. Oh, wow. He's not even buying it back? Their hand's that solid? Guess I'm just attacking with one then. We're gonna have problems beating this Sunscourge champion. They just hardcast another? Hopefully they don't have a shock. We can draw Liliana and kill one, but... We're choosing... Oh, I thought they didn't block for a second. I thought that was weird. Yeah, so now we just have to dodge a sweeper and we're in okay shape. Not that good a shape. This is probably the sweeper. They just chose not to play anything again. They could literally be dead depending what's in their hand. And we have, we'll just go ahead and take this settle to wreckage. We also have the give menace ability on these. So he's probably going to have to settle this and then just take 12. Definitely has to cast out one of these two. Can't believe they brought in Sorcerous Spyglass. I think that's an interesting one to cast out because, like, they obviously have to hit a sweeper to win the game here. So, if your out's to hit a sweeper, you're killing the Lord anyway. We have Doomfalls too. So like we have Doomfalls, we have Lilianas, we have the Menace, and we just like have speed. I'm pretty sure that like we would have had a hard time winning this game if they just cast 4/4, or if they just embalmed 4/4 or eternalized 4/4 rather. Sorry, and then like eternalized 4/4, and not messed around with all this cutesy stuff. We might have beat that draw too, but like it seems like it would have been harder for us to beat. That was a good dress we drew though, because I probably was not. Well, I would have probably respected Settle in that particular situation since he could have made a 4/4 and didn't. Round 1. Win. Does your roommate play Magic, Murph? You gonna teach him to play Magic? Opponent's trying to lock up the pity chest. We have a pretty bad hand. We have 3 white cards. There's only 12 white sources in the deck. I think I'll go ahead and ship it. Maybe we should have kept it since our hand got worse with every mulligan. We need our land, so that's just racist. Murph with the racism. What's new? This is the match that I thought we probably can't beat anyway, and we mulligan to 5. So that's probably a bad sign. I was told this matchup's pretty good for us, but I just don't know how we ever beat Rekindling Phoenixes and Hazards. I kind of want to attack here, but if he's got a removal spell and he, like, abrades this while blocking this, like, we lose on the spot. But do we win if we don't attack? I'm not sure we win if we don't attack, so I'm just going to attack and hope for the best. I think there's a good chance that we just lose if he has a removal spell anyway. Alright, he did. It's usually a 2 of as well, so, like, I don't know. Maybe I played that wrong, but I don't think we were winning a normal game. Didn't feel like we could win a normal game. How do people just not ban Smurf every time they see them? Guess we're going to get rid of these? I don't know. Maybe these aren't too bad. They can be bought back. They don't really attack through anything, though. Kind of want this card back. I probably should have got rid of Death Baron. Why do people just constantly not ban Murph? I think this hand's probably not good either, but it's good enough to try, I think. I don't know why I pressed F6. I actually think that is good enough to kill. Racist and sexist is what it sounds like from this conversation. Just Murph things, everybody. I highly suggest putting him on block. Yeah. Oh, you get to tick up and play a removal spell too? How good is that? I honestly don't know how we beat this deck. My buddy Sean says that he thinks we're favored, but I have no idea how. Don't ban people, Loco Dope. I would unban him, but I don't know how. They ticked up to play that, so does that mean they have 2? Or they have, like, another big thing? They have another big thing. Guess I can play this and do nothing with it. So I'm just going to play this. Alright, so apparently he's in timeout, the chat says. Oh, another Rekindling Phoenix. Alright. Well, this match wasn't close. gave me a penny, though. When you give me a penny, you're allowed to do anything, right? We're 1-1. We beat a Jeskai control deck, and we got absolutely destroyed by a red-black aggro deck. I don't know if it was variance, or I don't know if that's how the match plays out. No idea. And for anybody who doesn't know, I apologize about the sound. My headset broke. I cannot fix it at the moment. Yeah, this was a keep. Not sure if this is a winnable match either. I don't know. We have dispossesses in the sideboard, so maybe it is. Well, it's probably not. I think they can just beat us normal. Like how I just played a swamp because it was in my hand before I drew the courtyard and I didn't even look. Can't believe I said unblock instead of unignore. Hey, they got a GPG in their graveyard and a Sunscourge champion. Great. Seems like two of the better cards they can hit. Our hand's good, though. Oh, cool. Can't whiff on one? Just whiff on one activation for us. Give us a chance. We had a really good hand. If he has a refurbish, this hand's just not good enough. I feel like they have to have a refurbish because I don't feel like they bend this angel if they don't have refurbish already. Yeah, they have a refurbish for sure. I honestly never, I think I've played blue, red, white GPG probably 30 times on stream, and I think I've had turn 4 GPG like 4 times, and once I didn't have a creature in the graveyard. That happens pretty darn often to me, though. Well, all of our things have Death Touch at least, so you can't block. We got that going for us. I don't know what having that going for us does, but we have it. Agreed. I just think Pia's better. Oh, well, we're just dead. We are on 0 outs at this point. Just move on to the next game. Go ahead and get these out of here. I guess we want these. I usually don't like this type of card versus them, but keep trying to grab these Red Wanderers, but I can't. I typically hate Duress versus GPG. I think they play off the top of their deck way the hell too good. But because of Settles and Fumigates, I'm not sure we have an option. None of our removals particularly good versus Angels and Lyras. Like, these are decent versus Angels. These can do some things versus Angels, but I don't think any of them are good enough to play. And if they just have Lyra, like, then they're all kind of like bad. Belfair, Belful? Belful, yeah, Belful. I have no idea. This is a viewer deck. First time I've ever played it. I think this hand's a keep. Yep, he has 0 contempts in the 75. I wonder if I'm supposed to duress on one or not. I kind of don't want to duress till the turn that they can play refurbish. I think it's very good. It's what I played at Friday Night Magic this week. It's what I'll be playing, and last week, and it's what I'll be playing next week. I'm kind of in love with that deck. I don't think it's particularly great. I think it loses to red-black, but still love it. Hmm. It's not, it doesn't get played locally. Like, for example, there was 0 red-black decks at my local field this week. An actual 0. Oh, a lot of fun. Their hand's great. Don't know how we beat their hand. Guess I offer to trade here. Just 7, Belful. Our local Magic scene is basically non-existent. Magic is practically dead where we live. What a good draw. Don't know what we can draw. I guess a Liliana would be a start. That's not a Liliana. This is Death Touch though, so I guess I'll just attack with everything. Pretty jealous of that. I would like to have big Friday Night Magics here. Yeah, it's a pretty easy block for them. Like, we just don't have good plays. So we lose our Graveyard Zombie too. Kinda just want to concede. Like, I kinda just don't want to finish this match. Because I don't think there's a draw in our deck that lets us win from here. Definitely gonna have to draw something pretty good for me to even play another turn. It's a card, but I don't think it changes anything. I'm just gonna play it and bash. They get to kill my lord for just a servo. But like if I just attack with the Diregraph, then they can double block the servo. Or they can double block the Diregraph and then they're just trading a Diregraph for a... Or sorry, yeah, a Diregraph for a servo. So like I'm not going to win that way either. Wait, what? Oh. I got confused for a second. I forgot he had the double angels in play. Alright. I give up. Well, so far out of the 6 games we've played, none of them have been particularly close one way or the other. It's going to be the fastest stream ever. Well, the fastest MTGO stream ever. Can we get the last 2? I think it would be fine if our STR const wasn't out of date. I think that's really holding us back. This hand doesn't seem keepable either. I think I'm gonna try it though. Like, we're either gonna draw creatures or land, so maybe it's good enough. I don't know. I'm gonna try it. We'll call it an experimental hand that should probably be a mulligan, but after I mulliganed to 5 a second ago, I'm pretty salty about mulliganing hands I'm going to be pretty sticky about just mulliganing hands that don't look perfect. So let's just keep it. Hey, our opponent's got an Ox. I don't know where my cell phone went. That is disappointing. We shall keep. And we shall play nothing until turn 3. That's another red deck. What a great hand we kept. The first dead draw. Oh, is it the burn version of the deck? This hand might be okay versus the burn version. As long as they don't draw like... As long as they don't have like Chain Whirler this turn. So if to throw another burn spell. Yes. Liliana's really good versus this build. I've been playing Magic since 1993. Basically, since 8th grade. I'm an old man. That's pretty good. I'm gonna play this one because I feel like they kind of have to kill it. We're just gonna gain life every turn, forever, until we decide to play multiple threats one turn. We don't have to worry about a Hazoret right now. It'll be pretty possible for him to beat the Liliana in combat, I think. Draw a second White Source, there's always a chance that we just play, like, minus it and get the Wayward Servant back too, and then, like, play another Wayward Servant. But regardless, they're going to have to put resources into killing this. If they don't, I don't think they can win. Yeah, I'm down with this. I'm just going to get 2 things back here. Don't care if they throw a burn spell to kill this. Blue-Green Madness was my favorite deck. At that point of the game, I sold my entire collection except for my Blue-Green Madness deck. I kept a few cards to make it block, a few cards to make it standard, a few cards to make it legacy, and a few cards to make it vintage. And I just played it in every format, every tournament for an entire year. I think it was called Top 2 back then, but you get the general gist of my statement. I think we can just start turning the corner now. We've gained too much life to matter. Oh, Wizard Red's easy when they only get 2 lands and they don't really play spells. In fairness, though, they did throw 12 points of damage to our face that if they kept for... yeah, I miss 1.5. Miss Extended more than anything. I think Extended's a better format than Modern, and I'm offended that we have to play Modern. I think those are good. I think these are good. I actually think... Again, I don't think Dreadwonder is particularly good in this match because I don't think we have a lot of time. I'll remove one of these slower ones. I wonder if I'm supposed to bring in Doomfall because Hazoret's such a brutal thing. I don't know. Maybe if we're doing our thing, Liliana can kill Hazoret, but like, I don't think I can kill all of their little things anyway, so I don't know if we can ever actually legitimately kill Hazoret with Doomfalls. Assuming they're getting reasonable draws anyway. Obviously, if they have a bad draw, we can do whatever we want. And whatever we want's what we will do. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Modern. I like my Magic to be as low variance as possible. And I don't like the fact that there's just like 40 different decks in Modern. And I'm going to say something rude. It's because people aren't smart enough to realize their decks are bad. But their deck might have a good match versus like, you know, a quarter of that. And they'll just keep playing it and they don't care. Like our PPTQ this, I think it was last weekend, had 8 different decks in the top 8 or something ridiculous. Like, you can't metagame versus that. You're just trying to get lucky with your pairings. Like, there's no deck that's going to be good versus all of that. We'll keep this hand. Because I think Fungal Infection is actually pretty insane here. Whoops. I don't know how I tapped that. Certainly didn't mean to. Like, it's fun to play, but like I really only care about tournaments. I don't want to play Magic just for. Ooh, gosh, how good is this? It's actually not that good. But kind of want to kill this, but I guess we'll kill this. Boom, Saproling. What you gonna do when the Saproling runs wild on you? Hey, yeah. I do stream some Modern occasionally, but like how our Saproling just like dies to his 3-2 or to his 3-3, his Chain Whirler. He gets to attack us for 1 if he has a Chain Whirler. He gets to attack us for 1 either way. It's not like we can block. But there's no interaction, right? I think I played somewhere in the area of 65 matches testing for that PPTQ, and in like 8 of those 65 matches, I felt like I was making a decision. Probably shouldn't have attacked with the Saproling. That might have just been going too far, but I'm so worried about Goblin Chain Whirler that I just feel like it won't ever block anyway. Pretty sure I snap block here if given the chance. I don't think things really get better for us. If we have a Lord, he's just going to have a removal spell anyway. Hey, we were right. It doesn't matter that we were right. We're still just like easily losing, but we were right. They're hellbent, actually. So maybe we can trade these, take 3, and then maybe get back in it. That was a pretty good one. That was also a pretty good one. Would not mind to draw a Wayward right now. Or even like a Liliana. Did we sideboard a Liliana out? We did not. We're so smart. Yeah, we won round 1 versus Jeskai. We've only played 3 rounds. We beat Jeskai, we lost to Red Black, and then we lost to GPG. We're currently up a game here. Two burn spells kill us, though. There's nothing we can do. Probably a fine block. That's 17 damage in play. Oh, wow. Well, this was a good. So 4, 8, 4, 8, 13, 20? I had no idea who Amaz is on MTGO. I believe that's what we call a good draw. 20. I assume their only removal spell would be like 3 damage, so I don't think they can interact with our attack at all. Hey, they had a shock. We were right, they just needed a burn spell to kill us. Unless, you know, that they had a land and drew to shock, who knows. Either way. Yes, we assume that. I need, that was our first close match, though. I kind of miss Hearthstone. If I ever get caught up in work, I might start playing it again. I don't think I'll stream it, though. If I was going to stream a second game, I believe I would stream Eternal. I just have more fun playing Eternal. Yeah, I am shocked that there's no Contempts in this deck. I don't think I've played. I've not played Hearthstone since prior to the Pirate Warrior nerfs. Prior to like patches and stuff being nerfed. I don't think this hand's good enough. I think this hand's better than the hand we had, but it's like obviously also not very good. It's Turbo Fog. Oh, not Turbo Fog. So it's probably one of those gift variants like Sultai Gift or Blue-Green Gift or something like that. And I don't think we can actually beat gift decks with this deck. Oh, wow, no, it's just Blue-Green Stompy. Okay. Well, I don't think we can beat Blue-Green Stompy with this deck either. So that didn't really change anything. And maybe we can. Like, Death Baron's pretty sweet, but... JK, I was right, we can't. I guess I should have attacked there because I still can't block. I never tried that one. So, like, I can't really block here because if I do, he just puts a counter on it and I still just get wrecked. Oh, GG. 100% dead. Double Gear Hulk. I don't know. Maybe we can draw and continue. Oh, and another Still Leaf champion. Alright, next game. That was about as quickly as you can lose. So we'll bring in you. We'll bring in you. We will bring in you guys. And we will bring in you guys, I guess. What's probably not great here? Lilianas are probably too slow. And they probably don't do enough. These X ones probably ain't great considering he's a Walking Ballista deck. We have all of our removal in, and we're just going to hope they don't get a good draw. Well, we have none of our removal. So with none of our removals, probably is not going to go well, but I don't think you can mulligan this hand at any point. Second Lord makes me feel like we have a chance. Even when they do have their nutter. Oh wow. He accepted that trade. I did not expect that. If they accepted that trade, that might mean they're on like a walking ballistic Gearhulk plan. I really want to hit another land? That's not another land. Guess I'm going to offer them the Diregraph trade. Or it's not even a trade, it's like a 3 attack. If they crew here, and then they have the big dog, will be in somewhat of an issue. It does not appear that they have that. This Doomfile just may not be good here. Again, I still want to hit a land. I do not recall saying yellow. I'm kind of confused. Huh. I really, really want to Doomfall that hand. Alright, I give up. I'm just going to attack with the Diregraph and try to go wide. If they have a Gearhulk, though, I assume we're dead. Not a Gearhulk. It is a Ronus, though. Ronus is really good here as well. Again, really want to land pretty badly. Ronus got considerably less good then. Could just attack with everything. So what I'll do if they attack with everything, they probably just block here, they block here. And then they like block here and they block here and they take 4. Could just attack with these. That doesn't seem like that gets me anywhere. So they block 3 of these, they take 8. I just don't think I have a good attack. My attacks don't really get better though, do they? It's not like my attack's going to be better next turn. So say he blocks here, blocks here, blocks here. Takes 8 down to 4. I lose 3 things, have 2 things alive. And he still has a Ronus and a Eversphere Harvester. Is that a game I can win? I don't know if that's a game I can win. It's part of the problem here. I just don't know if that's a game I can actually win. I don't know. Let's find out. I don't think this is a game I win if I attack, but I don't think an attack ever gets better. If we didn't sideboard out Liliana's or something, maybe. But where we sideboarded out Liliana's, I really just don't think it gets any better. And like, presumably, assuming they don't have a creature, like they could brick on a turn and we could draw Doomfall and they'll not have a blocker, maybe? Like, that's the one world where I feel like we could potentially win? I don't think we had an out, though. And now we're just dead. Yeah, well, at least... I don't know if our play mistake changed anything. I do know we're dead, but I don't know if our play mistake changed anything. Boom. Alright, well, we went 2 and 3. Alright, why are you running up the score? I've already clicked no blocks. Like, that's just rude. We ended up 2 and 3. I don't know if that game was winnable. That match doesn't feel winnable. I mean, we have this dude that does, but we didn't have any of them that game. We sideboarded out the one card that seemed useful. Like, this is a game that I think Vraska's can... Or, like, that's a match that I think Vraska's Contempt's very important in. We just didn't have one. I don't know. We mulliganed that game as well, didn't we? Pretty sure we mulliganed that game. Anyway, that's fine. It was a fun league. Didn't hate the deck. I never do well with zombie decks. I don't know if I'm playing them wrong or if they're not good or what, because, like, my friend keeps having success with them, but, like, I never do. Anyway, thank you all for coming by. We're going to hop offline, and we're going to go get some work done. Let's see if there's anybody to host real quick. My buddy Al's playing League of Legends. Yeah, I guess I'll host Al. Nobody that I watch is actually online for Magic. My buddy Al got his first season ever gold by himself. So go make fun of him for barely being able to get gold. Take care, everybody.